Hi, my name's Ruby and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own cabinet of curiosities, inspired by the archives at Folkestone Library and my love of collecting. You might have collections at home already. You could have collections of photos, shells from the beach, sea glass, stickers. There's loads of things you can collect, and all of these personal objects will become part of your very own archive. So this is what we're going to make today, and this is my cabinet of curiosities. So in here you can see I've got a selection of lots of different bits and pieces. It might be a little bit of a random collection, but they all mean something to me and they all tell their own story. You could be a bit more specific with what you pick, so you could pick something that's all the same colour, so lots of blue objects. You could use memories from a day out or a holiday, photographs, so you can theme your box however you like, or it doesn't have to have a theme at all, and you can just pick things that look pretty. So first thing you need to do is find yourself a suitable box. I've found that the lid of a shoebox is the perfect shape and size for me. It's quite shallow and it's just a perfect kind of display case shape. So I'm going to go with that. You're going to need some scrap bits of cardboard, quite thick, and that is to create your compartments inside your box. You're going to need some PVA glue, a pair of scissors, and a pencil and a ruler will be useful as well. We're going to create a cardboard grid. We're going to have two pieces of cardboard and we're going to slot it like that to create a sturdy grid. So first thing you need to do is grab a piece of your scrap cardboard longer than your box. If you lay your box down like that and line it up with the edge of your cardboard, and then grab your pencil and draw along the line. You want to make your strip of cardboard longer than the box, so you can cut all the way along and all the way along to the other side. So once you've done that, you can cut that out. So now you've got your strip of cardboard, we need to secure it inside the box. So these are what are going to make our little shelves, and they need to be really strong and secure. So we're going to use tabs to secure them along the bottom and also either side of the box. I'm going to show you how to do that. So you've got your long strip. So using a ruler so it's nice and straight, you're going to create a fold which is going to be your tab for the bottom. I'm going to make this about 1 centimetre. They're not very big. I'm going to use my ruler to draw along the line. Gently score along the bottom without cutting through the cardboard. And that is going to create our bottom tab. So once you've scored that line, you can now easily bend the cardboard all the way along, like that. And that creates the tab for to sit along the bottom. So now you've got your bottom tab, you want to cut out the notches either side so it slots in perfectly. We're going to just get rid of this little bit here. So what you've ended up with is a shape like that. So you've got 2 tabs and a bottom tab. So now you've got your cardboard and your tabs in place, you need to create the slots that we're going to use to slot the cardboard together. So here's one I made earlier. So you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my slots go to only halfway down my piece of cardboard, so not including your tab. So with your cardboard like that, you just want to do a slot halfway down. And once you've made one, so you've got one full piece here, you can use this as a template for the others. So we're going to need 3 of these. So using the cuts that I made on my first one, because they need to all be the same for this to be strong and for this to work. So you're going to lay them up and you're just going to copy the line all the way along, so you're just making them as identical as you can. I'm going to cut those out as well. So now you've got your 3 strips with their 5 slots and their tabs. We're going to secure them inside the box and glue them down. So with your side tabs, I found that it's a lot stronger if you have one facing one way and one facing the other way, and they slot in like that. So we're going to glue those down, and then you're going to also glue just along the bottom of your folded long tab. So I'm just using some PVA, it's nice and strong. So now we're going to put our first strip in. I'm going to put mine in the middle, so then you can go either side and make it fairly even. So now you're going to need to cut out 5 shorter strips of cardboard, which are going to lay this way and go into your slots to create your compartments. You're going to lay them on top of your box like that, and we're going to use what's already there to help us measure them. So you need to draw where the edge of the box is to create a tab. either side. And then you're going to look where the slots are and just draw a little line. So a slot there, and a slot there. And then you're going to cut, like we did before, halfway down. So now you've got your shorter pieces card with their tabs and their slots. We're going to see if it slots together and start creating our grid. So you want to line up the slots and just push it down, and your slots should slot together like that and create a really strong grid. So now you've got all your cardboard pieces stuck down, glued in and dried and secure. You can see how strong this structure has become, and that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it doesn't matter if you've got bits that are a bit wonky or a bit bent, because the most important thing is your objects and how they're going to sit inside and how you're going to show them off. That's what people are going to be looking at. So a lovely way to display your cabinets is to hang them on the wall. What I've done is I've used 2 holes. Here's 2 holes in the top of my box, and I've just secured a piece of ribbon, 2 knots at the other end, and that just acts as a nice hanging system. So now your box is ready to go and fill with your wonderful treasures. If you wanted to, as another extra step, you could paint your box, like I've done here. So I painted mine gold, and that just adds something new to the box, but you could also just leave it as it is. Now this is the most creative and exciting part of the process, and that is selecting and arranging your objects inside your cabinets. I'm not going to take you through this part because this is your personal archive and only you know how you want these to be arranged. So it's partly about the items you select, but it's also about how you arrange them inside. So what you put next to each other, how they sit next to each other, colours. There's lots to think about, so you can really get creative with this. Your archive doesn't have to stay the same forever. It can be changed and adapted over time. If you went out one day and you found a new object that you really wanted to put in your cabinet, you can swap things around, and that's the beauty of an archive like this. It's kind of ever changing. So the rest is up to you. Have fun and enjoy making your cabinet of curiosities.